Good morning, everyone. Cyril here. It's another week of working on the truck and sun in my eyes. It is definitely bright out. When I left you guys last week, we were finishing up the trays on the tank. Not much has happened in a week because though it was a week for you, it was yesterday for me, last night. I put the ramps in just to check the fit and see how they look. Later today or tomorrow, I'll finish welding up these seams, closing them up and get them sanded so I can paint them. Today, my goal is to continue on the deck and work on getting this plate on the deck and at least partly welded down, and then get the next two sheets up on the sawhorses so that I can work on them. So I'm going to start on that, and I will bring you guys back when I have some progress. Well, we've discovered a problem today that I wasn't aware of. We had our sheets cut, and when they cut them, they were supposed to be exactly 96 inches. And all three of these sheets are 3/8 of an inch too long. So I'm going to have to cut them down. This one I just did. It changes my spacing on the pocket a little bit, not enough to be noticeable or to worry about. I got plenty of room underneath. It affects this measurement for the width a little bit, so it'll be slightly narrower than what was planned. So I got to think about what I want to do there. If I want to take 3/16 of an inch off either side to widen it up. No, wait. No, it'll be the other direction. I would need to add 3/16, I think. So that shouldn't be a problem. We're 30 1/8. Did I measure off both ends or one end? 33. Close enough, I think. All right, that should work. All right, we'll see how that ends up impacting us. We'll make our deck panels, the next ones down, when we widen them out, we'll make them match whatever this is. And I may trim 1/8 of an inch on one of these. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I'll get to that after I weld it. Look at that. If I want to trim it, I'll trim it. And then we'll get it up on the deck and start getting it tacked into place. So. All right, figured I should update you guys on that. So now you know what's going on. Okay, I have everything prepped and ready. I trimmed this sheet down. I actually trimmed one side of this to even them up, make them so they're the same. Got the tops welded on these. I've got a support. I don't think it's going to matter, but I put a support on it anyway to be safe. I'm going to double and triple check my measurements in a minute. And then comes a part of this whole process that I hate the most. And that is that I have to go ask somebody for help, because I cannot lift this sheet onto the truck by myself. Nor can I pick those up and put them on the sawhorses. And I can still hear my parents' voices when I was growing up telling me, don't bother those people. So this is a hard part for me, is asking for help. Anyway, that's where I'm at, and so I'm getting ready to go do that right now. I'm going to double check my measurements and then go get some help, and we'll see if we can get this on the truck. Okay, I got some help. We have the sheet up sitting on the deck of the truck. So now I'll get that support off of it and get it slid down in, and we will get it into place. And see how well our 10-degree bend is for 10 degrees. We're going to let you guys watch as I move this into place. Might be a mistake, but what the heck. We'll do it anyway. See what happens. Down. Ooh, look at that. That is nice. Our 10 degrees should work. I may need to clamp that to get it tight, but that should be doable. All right. Let's start looking at what we got here. That'll clamp right down. Sweet. Thankfully, somewhere we have lots of clamps. I just have to find them all. Some more clamps. Okay, well that was basically getting it slid into place. It's fitting beautifully. I'll get clamps for that front edge and we'll go from there. Okay, we've started welding this down from the underside. Getting in that front leading edge in that little 2-inch space and trying to get the welder turned so it could weld from the deck to the beam was a pain in the rear. That is probably the hardest thing I'll do on the whole truck, I think, at least for welding wise. That was a pain. I like how my decking's laying out. It should be good. We'll trim up and match up those other pieces so that our line is straight all the way down. That'll be an easy fill in. Yeah, I'm going to take a break for a few, go use the restroom, let the welder cool down, and then come back and keep going. Actually, before I do that, I might fill in these last 3 spots right here. So I guess if I point at them, it'll make it easier. Fill in these last 3 spots that I didn't get to last night since the welder's laying right here, as is my helmet and gloves, and then I'll go take my break. Well, everything's welded underneath. I'm starting to lay down the seams on top. It's time to call it a night. Thought I would come up here and give you guys a bit of a view of where we're at. So we're almost done with the slope. Got a little bit more on it. And then tomorrow I can start on the 2 deck plates that come up here where I'm at. Get them built. And then I've got to get back in here, take the toolboxes off, the plywood off, figure out what welds need to come out and get ground out and redone, get those done. Then I can get these 2 deck plates put on. And then when that's done, we'll figure out what we're doing from there. Hey, Cyril, never mind. Hey everyone, Cyril here. Back working on the truck. So we have these sheets laid out. I spent the morning working on getting the layout for where and how the plates have to go. I need to double check everything before I drill them, but so far it looks like I have them in the right spots. 2 in this sheet, 4 in the other sheet. So I'll just do some quick double check measuring, make sure things are like I think they are. And then I can start drilling and cutting those out. I've got to start doing my plates that go on it. And I need to test drill this and make sure that it lines up the way I think it will. And that when I run my hole saw in the center, that these all match up. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen, but I need to test that. So as I go on, I will bring you guys back and show you what I find. Hey everyone, it's been an interesting day, lots of problems to solve. So finally getting on to the truck again. We've got this deck plate welded on the bottom side, ready to flip over. Weld the top sides of these. And then this one is ready to get those welded on tomorrow. This will be the center deck plate on the forward section of the bed. So that's really all I got done today. I got those drilled and cut. I got all the plates laid out and got this one welded on the bottom side. And like I said, lots of other things going on today, so it was really late when I got started. So tomorrow I'm going to try to flip this plate and then weld the top side and get it on the deck of the truck and hopefully get it installed tomorrow. All right, well, we'll pick this up in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Continuing to try to work on the truck today, but these winds are killing me. We got some welding done this morning. We got these plates welded on the bottom side, ready to flip this sheet. We got this one welded on the top, although in admission we were really fighting the wind for that because it was starting to come up. And it's supposed to be windy all day, so I don't think we're going to get any sheets on the truck today. Because what I wanted to do so I could go to Havasu City tomorrow, get brackets made for the tank and get more welding gas. But tomorrow's supposed to be a calm day, so I may have to flop things around. I don't know, maybe I try to go to Havasu City today, but it's starting to get kind of late for heading up there. Be able to get anything made. So maybe I just end up waiting until Monday and work off the one tank I have. I don't know. I'm back and forth on stuff. It's already 11:30, so it's getting kind of late to head up, and we wouldn't be up there till almost 2 o'clock. All right, well, that's what I'm working on. That's where I'm at. And things are not going smooth, as you can probably tell. The tent did not survive the last windstorm. I'm going to have to throw it away soon. Canopy tent, whatever you want to call it. Alright, well, I'm going to get back. I got another hole to drill. Trying to get the deck tie downs into the deck before I put it on, or at least drilled for it. So we've got one more to do. And then don't know if I'm going to try to recruit people to put it on the truck today or not. It's pretty windy. That's a pretty good sized sail. We'll see. Well, the winds are still just insane today. I got this sheet all drilled and prepped, but just because of the sail effect, if we were to try to pick it up, I don't think I'm going to try to put it on the truck today. I think I'll wait until the winds die down. Instead, I turned my attention to other things. I've got one of my toolboxes mounted back on the side of the truck again. The extension pieces I had made worked perfectly to spur it out. So we can carry it here again. And the propane bottles. So I guess my next step is going to be to go up top and start looking at these welds and probably grinding out welds to get ready for when I can weld again and redo them. And that's got to be done to get ready for the next step anyway, for the next sheets. So why not? Probably going to take a break and have some lunch though, because I think it's after 1 o'clock probably. Yep, 1:30. Maybe I'll have lunch and go get mail and then come back and start on this. Alright, well, nothing much happening today. Okay, it's 5:15 in the evening and the winds are just now dying off after fighting them all day. So I got all for the second sheet up here, I got all the welds ground out that need to be ground out. I'll still have one more sheet to do up in the front. I just didn't have time to get to that today. Too many other things that I'm working on. But this is ready, with the exception of putting the welds back in. This is ready for the next two sheets. We're going to try to get them both on here tonight. And then I will figure out when I'm going to try to weld this down. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or if it's going to be Saturday. We'll figure that out. But going to get this up, get the sheet on, at least get it tacked, move my divider up to the next one, get it pulled into place, and then I can get a measurement for that front sheet for having it cut and write it down. So that's where we're at. We should have those two sheets on the truck tonight. We got people coming over in a little bit. Okay, it's another day of working on the truck. Went to Havasu this morning. Got brackets made for strapping down the water tank. I've got those laying here. We'll get them on likely next week, maybe over the weekend. Got another bottle of welding gas so I won't run out over the weekend, and I'm back to working on laying down the plate. Kind of wanted to show what I do here. I've got an 1/8" spacer here to get the gap where I need it on the plates. And then the apparatus that I've made to be able to make sure I'm applying pressure to the joint that I'm welding is this contraption with a piece of 2x2 and 2x3 to make me long enough. I clamp it at the bed on one corner, and then I move my block and various thicknesses of block along as I weld, and then I'm welding this joint. So that is giving me pressure down on the deck at that point that I'm welding to make sure that everything's clean and tight when I'm welding it. Anyway, a lot of up and down because every joint you have to get up and move the setup. But I wanted to give you guys a chance to see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And this is what I came up with, because I know you want the joint tight. You don't want it loose when you're welding it. So this allows me to put pressure where I want it and make sure that the joint's tight. All right, I'll bring you back after I get more done. Okay, we went up to Havasu City today. We got more welding gas. We got the tie down plates. I think I told you guys all this. Got all the lateral welds, horizontal, whatever you want to call them, for this plate done. Tomorrow I'll work on the ones that run inline. So here, 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 there. Getting all those in, getting all the corners tied down. We'll get all these welds we ground out re-welded and redone. That'll let me slide this next sheet up and put it in place. I see I need to clean up this edge. That's going to be fun with it sitting up there, but it's doable. Anyway, I cleaned up the other one. I missed that one. What I'm dealing with now is my box of 10 tie-down anchors. I have completely lost. I cannot find where I put them. I was going to start dropping them into these back holes to see what they look like, but they're gone. I don't know what I did with them. I lost them. That is so bizarre. I have absolutely no idea where I put them. Well, they'll show up. It'll be something dumb because I did it. All right, well, that's it for tonight. We'll pick you guys up in the morning. Everybody have a good night. And let's see. Should have a decent sunset. It's getting close. Anyway, until tomorrow. Hey, everyone. Cyril here. Saturday afternoon, evening, something like that. I guess evening since the sun's already over the mountain. Wanted to catch you up. Busy day today. We have 2 of the 3 horizontal deck plates installed. Some of the stitch welding done. Most of the lateral welding underneath is done. Went to Havasu City yesterday and got more welding gas and came back and worked on it. I think I caught you up on that. So I've got 3 more welds on this beam here underneath where my brace is at, and that finish, and then a couple on the front edge, and that finishes all the side-to-side welds. Tomorrow I'm going to try to come back and start getting the ones that run the length of the truck and getting them all in, or at least a good portion of them maybe. We'll see how that works. Going to try to get these seams closed up. I've already started with some of the stitch welding down the sides. So, just got to come back and fill in between those. Started trying to drill this out, this tie down, but I think the hole saw is dull, so I'm going to be getting a new hole saw in a day or two so that I can finish getting these 2 done, because I'm going to need them to go to Havasu to strap down the steel. And that's kind of where I'm at. Might try to work on the notch that I've got to do in this maybe tomorrow if I end up needing a break from welding. Get it laid out and worked on either tomorrow or Monday so that I can get the tank in and call it good. Bunch of little pieces to work on. Started working on the seams just because it was kicking my rear trying to crawl in and out under the truck and I needed a break. So it was something else to keep working on. Anyway, it's looking really good. I am delighted with it. Looks like I got a welding helmet still to put away. I'll never find that in the morning. Yeah, wow, it's getting close. So, all right. Well, since it's Saturday, this is going to be a wrap for this week, and we will pick you up next week and show you how far we get before we pack up and head to the Grand Design Rally. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you next week.